Hi friends, this is my first Facebook Live video, and it's actually my second attempt at Raw Thoughts today because I tried to do it on Instagram and it didn't work out so hot. So anyway, I'm going to try and recapture all the energy that I put into that video that didn't record and tell you my raw thoughts. So this is a new... this is awful. This is what I want to do going forward. I want to share with you from my heart. I want to share my raw thoughts, my raw emotions, what I want to do in this world, my passion, any knowledge that you might be interested in, and just kind of have something for posterity to track my journey at the same time. So I'm going to go straight into where I was before. So, can you see the books behind me? Books over there, and books over there. This is my office, and those are my books. I used to have a whole library of books, but I've narrowed my books down to these books. Well, last 2 weeks ago now, almost 3 weeks ago, I was on a live event called Power to Pivot with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi and 6 other amazing, life-changing speakers and basically amazing heart-centered people who have created their lives by never giving up. And I was sitting there listening and being moved, and I could see my bookcases, and I looked at the books, and I just burst into tears because I thought, where would I be today if I had read these books? And better yet, who would I be today if I had read the books that I picked, the books that I wanted to read? That's what I told myself. I want to read these books. I'm interested in this material. I'm sorry if I'm making you nauseous. I think I just made myself nauseous. But anyway, I thought, who would this Nicole be? I would like to know that Nicole. Like, I can't even tell you how powerful of a realization it was for me. In the past, I've said things like, well, I'm just a procrastinator and I'm too busy. I can't even say the excuses that I used to make up before for why I didn't do the things that were really important to me in my heart. But I can tell you how I got there and how I escaped. So I got there because, unbeknownst to me until very recently, I didn't care about myself enough. I mean, sure, I transformed my life when I went raw and I helped my kids, and like I have a list of accomplishments that I could list off that make me feel like I haven't been a total bump on a log my entire life. But I don't know, maybe it was something about turning 50 that made me realize, what the hell have I been doing all my life? Because I'm still walking around talking about these dreams that I have. And I go to that little place where my dreams live when I'm sad and upset with the way the world is. And I just kind of, it's like Ariel in her cave of human artifacts, right? She just goes and looks at them and imagines what they must be for. But she really wants to go up there and experience it, right? And then she does. And that's why we love the story, because Ariel goes out of her comfort zone. She goes out of her world. She sells her soul. You know, that may not be the part we want to focus on, but she makes an exchange. She does a hard thing in an innocent way. She's fooled, right? She doesn't know she's giving her voice away forever. And of course, it's a Disney movie, so she isn't. But I digress. Basically, she didn't just have the dreams. She did something about them. But everybody thought she was even crazy for just sitting there and having her dreams and thinking about a different life than the one that everybody else was living. So here I am waking up at 50, feeling like Ariel, like, hey, maybe it's time to exchange something for something else. And in this case, I don't feel like I have to give up anything. In fact, it's the opposite. What I need to do to find myself and live my dreams is to give and grow. Those are the two, if I could sum up my World Summit experience this weekend, because the Power to Pivot workshop that I went to 3 weeks ago turned into a 3-day live event with the same group of people and a few new ones that really drove home in my soul and my heart that we're all just sitting on our dreams. Not all, because they aren't. And that it's not dreams aren't born, they're made. Or a dream you isn't born. A dream you is made. I could have made a dream me sooner by reading all those books. Because reading one of those books might have led me to something else. And I could have learned, everything's just, it's like compound interest. The sooner you start, the better off you are down the line. But it's never too late to start. And so, my raw thought for the day is just start. Do one thing. Play your favorite song and dance. Lift your mood. And let yourself do the thing. Because it's in your heart for a reason. We're all here to share our hearts. Because nobody else has a heart just like you. That's what makes life worth living. Even in a pandemic, even in an election year, none of those things matter because all we have is each other. And we're here for each other and ourselves, but really for each other. Because if we were just on an island with ourselves, what would we have? The other excuse I used was being an introvert. So I'm talking to every introvert or person who says, I don't do X because I'm an introvert, and I'm going to tell you some truth. That is a huge lie that we hide behind, because I would say 8 out of 10 of these amazing, life changer, heart conscious, giving people this weekend claimed, hey, when I first started out, I was like, hey, I can't do that. I'm an introvert. The thing that makes introverts great is that they love to make meaningful connections. So if you're an introvert and you're not doing things because you're an introvert, think about this. Maybe those things aren't the meaningful things that you really want to do. Make a list. What are the meaningful things? Introvert or extrovert, what are the meaningful things that you really want to do? If you knew you weren't going to be here in a day, in a week, in a month, next year, put a timeline on it. What? Who do you want to be, and be that? Just be that. And be happy, because it is okay. Because you're a soul in a body. And you're connected to something much bigger than any circumstances that may come your way. And those circumstances are the thing that brings you your gift to share with the world. Thanks for listening. I look forward to sharing more Raw Thoughts in the future. Like or love as you see fit. Ask me a question. Tell me your thoughts. I'm brand new today. I woke up this weekend. I will never just sit back and let life wash over me again. I love you, and I'm so grateful you're here, and I look forward to sharing life with you.